Hey Krishna, dear devotees, thank you for joining Srimad Bhagavatam class. We'll start with Jai Radha Mata. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivara Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Yashodanandana Vrajajana Yashodanandana Vrajajana Ranjana Yashodanandana Naranjana Yavana Yamuna Tiravan Ava Jabi Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare जय राधा गोपी जन वल्लभ राधा गोपी जन वल्लभ राधे। जय निताय पतित पावन गौरा हरि जय निताय पतित पावन गौरा हरि। जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद प्रभुपाद। Hare Krishna, dear devotees, thank you so much for joining Srimad Bhagavatam class. We'll start with reciting Mangalacharan prayers. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayyam Dadati Padantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathan Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhan He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Deenabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Shri Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Rishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे तुम करोति वांगुं लंघयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमं श्री गुरो दीनतारिणो धर्मानंदं श्री चैतन्य हरे कृष्णा. So today we are reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 4th, Chapter 2, verse number 25. Gira Shrutaya Pushpinya Shrutaya Madhu Gandhena Bhurina Matna Konmatita Mana Matma Chonmatitatmana sammoyeyantu haradvisha sammoyantu hara visha गिराश्रुतया पुष्पाण्या गिराश्रुतय पुष्पिण्या म- मधुगन्धेन भूरिना मथना चोन्मत्तिता माना सम्मोयन्तु हराद्विष. You want to गिराश्रुतया पुष्पिण्या मधुगन्ध्वेन भूरिना मथना चोन्मत्तितात्माना सम्मोयन्तु हरद्विष. Word to word translation. Gira, words. Shrutaya, of the Vedas. Pushpinya, flowery. Madhu Gandhena, with the scent of honey. Bhurina, profuse. Mathana, enchanting. Cha, and Unmatita Atmana, words whose mind have become dull. Sammu Yantu, let them remain attached. Haradvisha, envious of Lord Shiva. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Translation. May those who are envious of Lord Shiva, being attached by the being attached by the flowery language of the enchanting Vedic promises, and who have thus become dull, always remain attached to fruitive activities. Purport. The Vedic promises of elevation to higher planets for a better standard of materialistic life are compared to flowery language, because in a flower there is certainly an aroma, but that aroma does not last for a very long time. In a flower there is a honey, but that honey is not eternal. Once again, translation. May those who are envious of Lord Shiva, being attached by being attracted by the flowery language of the enchanting Vedic promises, and who have thus become dull, always remain attached to fruitive activity. So, Hare Krishna, thank you so much for coming. I seek blessing from all the senior Vaishnavas and from my Guru Maharaj, so that I can speak some words which is which is pleasing to all the Vaishnavas. Hare Krishna. So, so today's verse is speaking about the attachment to fruitive activities. I have heard in one lecture that Vedas are coming from Lord Krishna himself. They are they are they are coming from the flute of of Lord Krishna. So they have all the knowledge, material and spiritual. But most of but uh, the most attractive knowledge in the Vedas is this karma kanda and the fruitive mentality, the fruitive activities, how to make your life uh, very how to make yourself your life in a better standard in and progress in material life. There is also a portion where you can become where you can become devotee, where it is said how Krishna, the word Om in Vedas is representing Krishna. So if somebody take it very positively, for example, if somebody take it as devotion towards Krishna, they will get the right knowledge because Vedas was given to Brahma by Krishna, and Brahma became devotee after 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 receiving the knowledge from the Krishna, the Vedic knowledge. Still, Brahma remained devotee, and by using the knowledge of Vedas, Brahma created everything, all this everything in this universe. So, if you take the if we take the knowledge coming from Veda in the right way, then we can still remain devotees instead of getting attracted to the flowery words of Vedas. But here, this is the curse given by Nandi, who is the carrier of Lord Shiva. The curse is given by Nandi. So this is one of the curse. There are around there are two curses which Nandi gave. One curse was to Daksha, that he, because he was envious of Lord Shiva, he will get a goat head. And the second curse is for those who support, who did not speak anything against Daksha when Daksha was speaking a curse to Lord Shiva. And that curse was given to Brahmanas. And and that and that curse, in this curse it is saying that they will be always be attracted to the flowery words. But which Brahmanas will be attracted? Those Brahmanas who are envious of Lord Shiva, not every Brahmana. So if, for example, Vaishnavas are considered greater than Brahmanas. So for Vaishnavas, or those Brahmanas who are not envious of Lord Shiva, and who who know the truth about the self realization, they will be saved from this curse. We have seen so many in Srimad Bhagavatam. We have seen so many examples, and in our lineage, our disciplic succession, we have seen our acharyas. They are uh, they uh, they are not envious of Lord Shiva, and they are very renounced, and they are also devotees, and they know all the knowledge of Vedas. So if you if you if if we take this if we always have this consciousness that Lord Shiva is Param Vaishnav, and Lord Shiva is one of the Guru, and if we learn from Lord Shiva how to do bhakti, then we will remain safe from this curse. Otherwise, this curse is not just for the Brahmanas who were present there. This curse was given in general to every Brahmana. And that is why always Yugal Kishore Prabhuji quote this, that many Brahmanas in Kali Yuga are only attracted to all this to making their life better and better, uh, and they are only interested in taking money for any rituals they do. And we see so many Brahmanas wearing so many gold ornaments and so much jewelry. So this curse is not for just those Brahmanas who were present there, but it was for everyone who are envious of Lord Shiva. Many devotees of Lord Shiva thinks that they are devotee of Lord Shiva, but actually they are envious. For example, Ravan. Ravan was a great devotee of Lord Shiva, but he was envious too. We have example like when Lord Shiva built a nice home for Mother Parvati and invited Ravan for doing as a priest, and Ravan performed all the rituals very nicely. And then Lord Shiva asked, "I am very happy with you. What do you want?" He just took away the entire home, for which he came to perform ritual. So that is that level of envy Ravan had towards Lord Shiva. And there is one more example how Ravan got Mandotri. Ravan was so lusty and envious that when he saw Mother Parvati, he wanted to enjoy Mother Parvati. But then Lord Shiva made an arrangement that he the from his arrangement Mandodari came. She looked exactly like Mother Parvati, and Ravan thought she is Mother Parvati and took away Mandodari. So Ravan is very envious, even though he thinks he's a devotee of Lord Shiva, but he's still envious of Lord Shiva. And that is why Ravan is attracted to all the better standards of materialistic life. Even though he had everything, still he want more, never satisfied with whatever he have. That is why in the purport, Srila Prabhupada is saying that materialistic standard of life are compared to the flowery language because in the flower there is certainly an aroma and there is an honey which will not last for long. So whatever we can see the whatever Ravana had was taken away by him at the time of death, and so it was not at all permanent. So what is a so if you are if you if somebody is intelligent enough to understand that whatever we are aiming for, if it is not related to Krishna, then it is temporary. For example, and we will not be satisfied, and our end will not be good. For example, take Ravana's example. He had everything, but end result what? He was not at all happy with everything he had. He was never satisfied and he was not happy. Why? Because he was attached to the temporary things. Every temporary thing you take is always changing. So it is never a constant thing. So change is constant in a temporary things. You point out anything in this material world which is made up of matter is always changing. Whether it is a home, whether it is some food grains, whether it is our body, or whether it is a star, whether it is a planet, they are always changing. Whether it is universe, it is going to end. So why? Because they are all temporary. They keep changing. Take for example, take our body. When we are kid, when we are child, we are very short and we are very energetic. As we grow old, we become we become less energetic. We get so many diseases and our body changes and one day will die. So because it is temporary, change is constant. But if we attach ourselves to something permanent, with then there is it will always remain same. And who is permanent in in this entire creation? Krishna is permanent. So if we attach ourselves to Krishna and devotees of Krishna, like Lord Shiva, then we'll always be satisfied, even though we don't have anything. When in we can take this curse even in this way. May those who are envious of Lord Shiva, and who is Lord Shiva? He is devotee of Krishna. So we can take this curse as also just not for Lord Shiva. If anybody who is envious of devotee of Krishna, then they'll get the same result. They'll be attracted to the materialistic and fruitive activity, and they think that they are progressing, but ultimately they are cheated. They will remain forever in this. They will be attracted to this higher planetary system, and to making their they'll work for progressing to the higher life, and they'll remain here forever, and they have to always struggle to stay at that position. So because it is temporary, it will be taken away anytime. So they have to always struggle to stay in that position in the higher planetary in the higher planets, and enjoy the fruits of higher planets. So they have to always struggle, and there is always fear that, oh, my pious activities are getting vanished, so I'll soon be degraded to lower planetary system. So that is why it is temporary. And when we are envious of devotees, speaking with my own experience, the result is not good. We have seen so many examples in Chaitanya Charitamrita, so many examples in Srimad Bhagavatam, that how being envious of a devotee has led to the downfall of that person. For example, Hiranyakashipu and Ravana, and then all the Kauravas in Mahabharata, and then in Chaitanya Charitamrita also we have so many examples, like how being envious of a devotee, it was not it did not resulted in it was bad for those people. So we have to always try not to be envious of devotee. By any chance, if we are feeling envious towards a devotee, it's better to pray to Krishna and Guru to help you to come out of that feeling, of that mentality, and try to serve as much as possible to that devotee, so that your envy towards that devotee, by the mercy of that devotee, will go. Because being envy is by nature, if somebody is in Kali Yuga, they are uh, always this two natures is prominent. One, we will be hypocrite, and because of that we'll quarrel, and because of these two natures, this six anarthas is always there. So if if we have taken birth in Kali Yuga, that means we have all these anarthas. That is for sure. Except very Mahabhagavad devotee or Nitya Siddha devotees, everyone else have this anarthas. Then and being envious is natural, but we should not take it as a quality, and we should say, oh, it's natural, so we will be envy by nature. We have to recognize our we have to first accept, and then we have to pray to Krishna and Guru, and try to serve the devotee. And by the mercy of Guru and Krishna, and if the devotee is pleased with us, that envy will go. So this is very important. and how temporary, what, why we have this nature, because we are all identifying ourselves with the body. It is very clear, if somebody can clearly see that we are not the body, then there is no need of being anger, there is no need of being pride, there is no need of being envy, there is no need of being greed and lusty. Why we are lusty? Because we want to satisfy our bodily needs. Why we are greedy? Because we are we want more and more for our bodily comfort. Why we are angry? Because somebody just spoke anything against us, and which is related to our, again it is related to our body. And why we are envious? Because somebody else is getting what we want and we are not getting it, and that is also related to our body. You take any anartha, it is always related to the body. And if we come out of that bodily consciousness, then these anarthas will not trouble us. And to come out of the bodily consciousness, we have to always take shelter of Guru, Krishna, and devotees. We have to always follow A, B, C, D. Always be in association, and reading books is very important. Chanting is the most important thing. Eating prasad is also very important. If we skip even one, then there will be progress, because at least we are doing some devotional service. But if we skip even one, for example, if we skip reading books, then will not we will not realize that how much fallen we are. And if we skip reading, if we skip chanting, then there is no hope. We have to chant, and chant in the mood to serve, to get service. Then only we will come out of this envious nature towards devotees. And once we are out of the envious nature towards devotees, then we can see clearly what is what is what is truth in this material nature. The only truth in this material nature is Krishna is supreme, Krishna is a doer. But because we are always illusion, we think that we are the doer, and that becomes reality. So we have to come out of this mentality, and we can only come out of this mentality by associating with devotees and serving them, and by reading books in the mood not to get knowledge, in the mood to become a devotee and to help others to become a devotee. In that mood, we should read books, not just to get knowledge so that we can speak something in class or in front of someone. If we read book in that mood, we keep on reading for years, it will not help us. And chanting should be in the mood to get service and to serve devotees. And eating prasad in the mood that Krishna has tasted this, and we are getting mercy of Krishna through this prasad, and we are getting energy through this prasad to serve others, to get to serve devotees, and to serve other people in the community, so that they can become Krishna conscious. So in every step, service is important. So when you serve, and that too when you are envious towards some devotee, please pray to Krishna and Guru, and also try to serve that devotee. Maybe by the mercy of Guru, Krishna, and the devotee and others, will one day come out of this envious nature. So this is what I wanted to speak today, because this is the topic which I am not following anyways. I am very envious and I have to follow for myself. Then what is the use of speaking? So please, if uh, if someone want to correct me, please correct me if I have spoken anything wrong, and please forgive me for all my offenses. Thank you so much, Hare Krishna. Anything, Rohit, do you want to add? Saveta Bhaktivinoda. Anybody have anything to say on Zoom?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dhanva Pranam, Krishna Prabhupada. Um, Very nice class, Prabhuji. You talked about envy. I was thinking that, when you were talking about devotee, envy to a devotee, when nature is envious, it just my understanding, it's not just a devotee, it's just when nature is envious, you just, because unless you change that nature by the mercy of Guru and Krishna or devotees, that envies keep on placing from a devotee to other devotee to other devotee, it never ends. The nature never goes away. So I was thinking it's not just one devotee, just nature too envious. You just keep on changing from one situation to another situation. So Prabhu, please pray for me. I
You
have that
also
very,
pray
very
for me.
bad nature.
No, you also pray for me, Mata. I am also looking for this kind of prayers, but I'll surely pray for you, Mata.
Thank you, Prabhu. Very nice class, Prabhu. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
So if nobody have anything to say, then we'll end here. Vancha kalpatarubhishya kripa sindhu bhaivacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavabhyo namo namah. Anant Koti Vaishnavika Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Thank you so much, Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhu.